All good to go. We're back on another edition of What's Real. How's everybody doing?
Blessed and highly favored.
Everyone should be doing good.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, there's so many things going on today. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a couple things that just jumped off like in the last couple of weeks. So we say, you know what? We wasn't even planning on going back on so early, but we say, you know, we got to get back out here because we got to catch everything while it's hot. So, so yeah, we pretty much gonna jump into it. But real quick, you know, Dritty, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right, doing great.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
You sure? You doing good?
I'm doing good.
All right.
I'm here, right?
I see that. I see
Alive, traveling. Oh yeah, I got some trips coming up. Atlanta, Miami, and North Carolina. So ladies, gentlemen, book me for your photo shoots, book me for your headshots and whatever, and join DrittyDiamond.net.
There you go. There you go. And what's going on, Lori? How you been?
Hey guys, how are you? I'm doing good. Everything is good so far. Can't complain about anything. Grateful for a lot of things that's happening in my life right now. So I'm doing good.
All right. And you know, Keita, you know, I know you always got a lot to say. What's up? What's up?
I'm here, I'm alive, I'm well, doing well. I had fun today. Turned on the hydrant for the kids. It was like 103.
Wasn't it hot today? Oh my
Hot
God.
is an understatement. It was
Really?
scorching, girl, yes.
Oh, wow.
So I had to turn that hydrant on them, you know, felt like the 90s. It was cool. Brought
You didn't
back
think
a
it was
lot
hot
of
today?
childhood memories.
I live in Long Island. She lives way further than I do.
No, in Brooklyn. I was in
Oh,
Brooklyn
you were in
today.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, not in Jersey,
I don't
girl.
know.
Mm-mm.
It was raining. It was raining
It's-
in Long Island.
It's still, it
It
was?
was like 70 degrees and
It
it was
was
raining.
1,000 degrees in Brooklyn today. 1,001.
Where I was, it
Okay,
was raining.
okay.
Like lightning and thunder and
Oh,
rain.
wow.
Yeah.
That's how Jersey was last night. This is crazy.
Last night, yeah. But
Yeah, last night it was raining.
You know, last night it rained everywhere. But but today was too hot. So as soon as you go out there, you just drink. So I don't like that.
We
But
melted.
So what topic we got for today?
listen, we're going to jump right into it. Have everybody heard about what's going on with Dr. Dre and his
Yeah.
daughter? I mean, it's
I
been
briefly
some...
heard a little something.
it's
Yeah,
been some
she need to
interesting
get a
things
job.
going on.
I'm with you on that. I just need to. I just want to know more. Like, what happened? Like,
What you need to know? She's
Wait, what do you mean
38 and
about his
she got
daughter?
kids and she's homeless in the car.
Wait, but that's his daughter from his second baby mother, right? Not his first baby mother.
I'm not sure.
Because he
That's-
has three
Yeah,
separate
that's
women he has kids with.
I know that they had they broken up when I think she was like 5 years old or something like that. So yeah, when she was 5 years old, they and then pretty much they haven't really had a lot of contact since then. So, but he had pretty much what I've heard from the story is that he's not the greatest father in terms of being there in her life physically, but he has been financially
there
taking care of
since she
her
was-
the entire time up
Right.
until now,
Okay.
basically 18 months ago. So how do y'all feel about that? Because
I feel
right now
like
she's
Diddy,
homeless
She
now.
should have got a job.
You know.
Listen, and she got kids.
And not
We're
even
talking
that.
about
She has
Dr.
4
Dre,
kids.
guys. Dr. Dre.
She has
This is the
4
topic.
kids. Slap
4
her 4
kids.
times because she's living out her car for a whole 18 months, and she has 4 children.
Well, she's living in a rental actually.
And a rent, so she
in a
can rent the
SUV.
car. Oh,
SUV.
okay. You see how priorities are distorted here.
But how did all of that happen, though? Like, how did
she had poor
end
money
up in
management.
that
I'm gonna tell you what happened
situation?
right now. She felt like, oh, you know what? It don't even have nothing to do with emotions. She was straight. She was good while her daddy was breaking her off all these years, and she was quiet. Whatever emotional trauma she went through never mattered. You know what I mean? Until that check stopped coming, that's when you want to have a problem. And how dare you put your kids in a car?
Yeah, well, the thing is about the kids are not in the car. See, this is a little
don't
part of
want
the
her
story.
kids.
Nah, this is
Plot
this is a
twist.
little plot to the little plot twist to the story that I was trying to figure out. Okay, now the kids,
Hey, Ozzy.
they are not actually in the car with her. They're at different friends' houses.
Nah,
That's
they
what she
not.
said.
Slap her.
So-
Slap her 4 times.
But she has 4
times.
kids, right? So what about the fathers
Bad
of the
business.
kids? What about the baby fathers? What's going on with them?
Well, we already know what they like to do.
First of all, if she, no matter what they like to do, if she wasn't able to take care of her kids, that should have been the first option. Why would you subject your kids to be? Maybe she has incredible friends, but that's not her friend's place to take on her children's like that. And then things happen. Like, what happened to the fathers? And then if the fathers is not an option, Get your life together. Go strip.
something-
Josh got a
something-
whole
Honestly,
cabaret
I don't feel
show.
like-
Well, not
I don't
everybody
feel like
looks good
Dre
enough to
should
strip.
I don't feel like he should be
Go
held
sell it.
accountable for
Prostitution
her
is legal now.
at this point. Because you said she's 38, right?
38 years old.
Yeah, I don't think he should be. I think he did his part or not or whatever. You know, what about her mom? Like, what's up with her mom?
Yeah, well, that's what I was wondering. I didn't find
Where's
anything about
grandma
where her
for the
mom is
kids?
at.
What's
But
up
how
with
come it seems
grandma?
like everyone is disowning her?
Exactly.
So that
She's
makes
the
you have
common
to,
denominator.
that makes you have to look at her character, because it's like,
Look
okay,
at her character.
why, if you're 38 years old, let's just say for the last 15 years, you're grown at, close to being grown at 23. So say at least I just give her 15 years. So the last 15 years, what have you been doing? You understand?
Having sex and having 4 babies. For
So
the
you
last
had the ability
15
to
years.
have
What is
4
her
kids.
mental state? Is she mentally healthy? Like,
Obviously, something's going on,
if
because
she's
if you,
not mentally healthy, then we have to. That's a different,
She shouldn't have. She should have
Situation.
custody of those kids. The custodial
Well,
rights of those kids.
does
should
she
be,
have custody?
She's mentally
I
capable
honestly
because she got
didn't
custody
really
of those
do
kids.
Too much research into.
I would assume that if she wasn't, she seems to be not up to par. Listen, that's a grown woman, okay?
I
Ain't no
mean-
got nothing. What if her daddy would have died? Then what? What she would have did?
listen, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I think she's just relying. She ran out of money. I think she was trying to live on that
Absolutely.
almost billionaire type of level, but she couldn't handle it because
her
there's no
daddy's
more
pockets.
extra money coming in.
Oh, she was trying to ball.
So she's trying to
instead
ball.
of trying to be a regular.
That's why she
She
ain't got no
wasn't
money
try-
now.
She didn't use her.
Where's her savings?
What she did, she never used her money and invested in anything, obviously, to turn that into something. So he was giving her stuff, and she just spent.
Yeah, because her
Looks like
daddy
she
is
never.
billionaire.
Yeah, so that's what.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people go into play. Like, what was her mom teaching her? What was her dad teaching her? Like, what were her influences in her life?
And she-
Like, where are her role models? And
Now
stuff
she works
like
at
that?
DoorDash, is what she.
Okay.
Is what I heard.
That's nice.
Listen,
I mean,
I am a mother of
Like-
2.
Like, I
That's
just
just going by
it
the-
doesn't make sense.
never gonna
to me
happen.
personally, I just don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand, honestly.
I understand.
There's no way my daddy could be giving me thousands and thousands of dollars and I'm dead.
Even still, granted, listen, all of that is cool and fine. But at the point when she stopped getting the money and she allowed herself to get so far gone that she's working at delivering food and living out her car, 18
What's her
months.
Instagram? I
I don't know.
didn't know that we were talking about her. I thought we were just talking about Nicole Young.
Yeah.
But
No, because most of the story is really about her. That's the whole story is about. It's about her living in her rental car all this
Who's
time.
Nicole Young?
And
His wife?
you talking about?
yeah,
Oh,
that's
the wife that
the
received.
the divorce that's happening right now.
Yeah,
See, she
No,
was
she's
sucking and
good.
fucking, so she could get that 3.5.
yeah.
I
That's
mean,
a different
she was
story.
with him for 24 years.
She could get that 3.5.
She's entitled to whatever
And you
she
know
actually
Dr.
wants.
Dre took her through it.
I'll never
her
understand.
do what?
And there's a lot of men who are being
You
extremely.
know Dr. Dre? Snoop and Dr. Dre? D-R-E?
Took her do what?
He took her through it.
Do what?
And I was just about to say, it's just
Come
crazy to
on,
me how,
he took her through it.
how a lot of men are just like a lot of things that men are saying about that whole Dr. Dre and Nicole Young situation are being so misogynistic. And then at the same time, it makes me feel like, okay, the men that are talking shit have never been around that much money to even understand like the whole situation.
They're
You know what I'm
bums.
trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's like there's no way you can look at a woman and tell her, baby, I'm gonna take care of you. I just want you to stay home and take care of my kids. And that's it.
24 years.
For 24 years, like, you gotta understand, you men can always get money back, but a woman will never get her years back and her time back. That's done and over with. She will never be 20 again. She'll never be 30 again. And that's just it.
That's like
Period.
the young
so,
guy.
yeah, I just don't understand
The
how a
baby
lot of
mama.
men are just talking so much shit about how much money she deserves that. Like, I'm
I
not even
disagree.
trying to like be no.
You don't think she deserves
does.
3.5
disagree.
She
million?
does. She
I disagree.
stopped her career or whatever dreams or aspirations that she had to support
Wait.
his.
That's
She's
what
a
the judge
grown
is gonna
woman.
say.
She made
That's
that
what the
choice.
judge
I don't
say.
know what
She
no,
made
no,
that
no,
choice.
No,
She made that
no,
choice.
That's the beauty
no,
in marriage.
We're not gonna do that.
When you
She
become
made that
married,
we're not
choice.
gonna do
No,
that.
no, no. When
We're
you
not
become
gonna
that
do that.
married,
We're not gonna do that.
when you
We're not gonna
become
do that.
married as the woman or whoever takes that role on, somebody has to fall back so the other person can excel. And 9 out of 10 times it'd be the
No,
woman.
no, you don't have to
Yes,
fall
it
back.
do. Unless she already had herself established in a way where this is what she does, and he's established in a certain way, and then they come together, and there's a mutual agreement already.
Whether she
But-
stayed home by choice or Dr. Dre asked her to stay home, she stayed home and everybody was cool with it. So 24 years
Exactly.
later, How she go? Well, he was out there doing everything he was doing, building that empire, and he has all this money, right?
And you don't know
What was
they
she
did
doing
when
while he was out
came
there building this
home.
empire and
Right.
gathering all that
You don't
money?
know if he was depressed and he was
And
crying and she's in the bed
He's getting
massaging and
paid
making
for the
sure
last.
he's okay.
Yeah.
You don't know what
he
they
getting
were
a check
doing.
for the last 24 years of his life. What is she getting
Right.
for the last 24 years of her life after she just gave it to this man?
Basically,
3.5 ain't
That's
enough
what
for
I
me.
Just said. You can't
She need
replace
more than
a
that.
woman's years and time.
What?
You just can't replace that.
3.5 is not enough.
Do you know what it is to take care of a house?
And it's not even enough.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Wait, hold up.
Wait,
hold
hold
up.
question. No,
When-
Judy,
when
I
we-
want to
wait,
answer
hold
your
up.
question.
When we say
This is
3.5,
what I'm
we talking about
that
3.5 a month,
misogynistic
right?
No,
shit
a
is what
year.
I'm talking about.
A year.
Why do you
Oh,
feel
wait.
like
A year.
she's not
A year.
entitled
A year?
to that
A
much
year.
money
3.5.
when that's the lifestyle he had her in? Explain to me.
'Cause that's how
She
the judge
gave
came
him
up with that figure.
24 years of her life. Explain it to me. She gave him 24 years of her life that she can never get back again, right? He introduced her to a certain lifestyle. That's his wife. That's the mother of his children. You think that she should, after they get divorced, only eat Burger King? She
Yes.
can't go to restaurants, expensive restaurants that she was used to for the last 24 years of her life?
But what
Why would
what
she
was she was
deserve
doing
that?
before that? Eating Burger
It
King,
doesn't
right?
matter what she
No.
was doing before that. They got
24
married.
years? She
They
was
got
young.
married. It's an agreement when
How
she
old?
gets married.
Unfortunately, the rules of engagement when you're married is that's how the rules
Basically,
are.
just do a prenup.
And
He did sign a prenup. He did sign a prenup. But I heard that she was under duress when she signed it, which makes a contract voidable if you are under duress when you sign a contract. And I also heard that he like ripped it up. I guess one night when he was just feeling himself, he ripped up the prenup just to like show her, I guess, like, baby, I really do love you. So that contract is void. It's
Shorty
gone.
stuck in there for 24 years.
Gone. But he did. But
if,
hey.
I think it's well. We were talking about something earlier. Now, if people could see some of these our threads, our message threads, when we're all messaging each other about what we gotta, what we're gonna talk about on the show and everything, they're kind of crazy too. We might have to one day we may have to slide the curtain back once
Do
in a
a
while.
Hooper show behind the
about that
scenes.
behind the scenes. But anyway, I would say you have to be careful when you're big time, or if you're an athlete, or if you're making a certain type of money. If that woman wasn't with you, let's say prior to you getting to that level, I
That's
would
prior.
say prior to getting to that level, I would say try to date someone in your similar. Doesn't have to be exact. I'm just saying in your similar financial bracket. The reason I say that is because they have something to lose too, and they're usually not going to try to play these types of games. The majority of them don't. They're not going to. They're usually when they separate, if they're on a similar level, they just go their mutual ways, and there's none of this stuff going on. But if you get with somebody that's nowhere near your financial level, there's a chance that they may love you for real, but it's very hard, especially in these days, to really tell who's being authentic and who's not, because anyone could fake the funk just to be with you for
I'll
money.
say this.
Oh, okay.
3 months in, you might get to see who the real person is, because that's
It's
what I was
always
supposed to.
three.
Yeah, 3 months.
3 is that
After
great
3 months,
number.
let me tell you something. After 3 months, they start to crack. I
Yeah.
guarantee. You just gotta pay attention. But 3
And I
months
also
in,
wanted to disagree with you on the whole having someone similar, your spouse similar to your financial whatever. If she is a bitch and she is petty or bitter, it doesn't matter if you both are rich. She's gonna still come after you where she can come after you.
absolutely.
But that's
Period.
much more. But that can happen with any person. But you're gonna take it.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is, I'm going by percentages, though. I'm saying there's you got to weigh your. When does it normally happen? It's usually the person that doesn't have anything to lose. If you go by percentages, that's the person that's normally going to do it versus the other. That's why I gave Derek Jeter as an example. Majority of the people that he dealt with was in a similar financial bracket as him. He had no scandals, no nothing at all, and
I
he
don't
lived
really
in
know
New York.
anything about him,
But he's
so.
just the
That's
exception
why.
to every rule.
That's
though.
why. But that's how he played
the
his.
majority
That's
of
how he played his cards. He,
I have a
he
viewer-
decided to.
athletes
Yeah.
don't follow.
A viewer
Derek
says,
Jeter.
Layla says, Dr. Dre was physically abusive towards every woman he ever was with.
Ooh, Layla.
And that includes his wife. I don't feel sorry for him being taken to the cleaners.
Woo-hoo.
That's what
Hello.
underscore Layla the doll said.
Layla the doll, thank you, darling. Thank you for dropping those receipts.
I
Well, I've
mean,
heard.
a lot
I've
of
heard that
women,
Dr. Dre.
yeah.
I've heard that Dr. Dre wasn't.
So
a
like
great
I
dude.
said, he took her through it for 24
So I'm not-
years.
I don't
honey.
feel bad for Dr.
That's-
Dre.
What I
Okay.
want to ask, I really want to ask this question. Why does a lot of men feel like this woman is not entitled to what she's asking for when it comes to the money.
She ain't even gotta ask for it. Why she
I
gotta
want
ask
you to
for it?
answer that.
Why she
Dre.
not entitled
Why do you
to anything?
feel like she's not entitled to all that money?
Why she didn't work for it?
Okay, but who was holding you down while you was working for it? Who
What
was
you
making
mean
sure
she
that you was
didn't work
mentally,
for it?
emotionally, physically, and sexually satisfied so you could go work for it? Who did that?
What
But
do
we
you
don't
mean
know that
she
for sure,
doesn't
though.
work for
Thank
it?
24
you.
years.
Thank
it
you.
We don't know.
happened.
We don't
Stop,
know if he was.
Stop, stop,
wait,
stop.
wait, wait, wait.
He married her.
Do you
It was
know-
happening, Arthur.
Wait, wait.
Of all
That's-
the
that's-
girls he could
Wait,
have.
but he still
Wait,
didn't
wait,
answer
wait.
my
Married her.
question.
Well, you don't know if he was
Why
sexually
do you say
satisfied.
But he
she
married
didn't
her.
Work for
He married
that,
her. He was
though?
sexually satisfied
You don't know if
enough.
he was.
Why?
You don't know if it was for 24 years.
enough
though.
But
to
she
marry her.
didn't.
Enough
He might
to
have been
marry.
set-
He ain't divorced until now.
So you're telling me
It's
if
a
you-
lot-
say
20,
if
he
you're-
waited
say if
24
you
years.
are- say
So
if-
he was happy.
Say if you're my
That's
husband, right?
debatable.
And you had a very
That's debatable.
say if you're my husband and you had an idea to do something, right?
Yes.
And I'm in a bedroom with you and you're explaining all your ideas to me and I'm like, no, babe, I don't think that would work. Maybe you should try this. We're both going back and forth on it. And then you take the ideas that we brainstormed together in a bedroom and you go to your company and that ended up making you the next billionaire in your company. You're telling me that I wouldn't be entitled to anything and you're my husband? And you first came to me
Wait,
to
hold up.
debate about your ideas and your goals and your dreams? And I
said-
assisted
but who said
you
that was
mentally.
happening? Who said that
you
was
don't,
happening?
That's what I'm trying to say. You don't know what they did behind closed doors.
Okay, but you can't.
don't know.
If we don't know,
so
then
you
you
we
can't
know
can't say
say
enough.
she
she
didn't
deserves
work
that.
for it. So
But
you can't say she didn't work
deserved that.
for it. Just
We know
because
enough.
she didn't physically go out on stage and rap those records, or she didn't physically go out and did what she had to do to make it look like she was a partner with him in his business, doesn't mean she didn't work for it.
But I have a question
Yeah, but
to
it doesn't
piggyback.
mean that
Can
she
I
do-
piggy? I have a question.
Yes.
Can I piggyback? Also, like, I feel like her being
Keep that
married
like
to
that right for
him
now.
is enough.
Exactly.
It's enough to validate all of that.
All of it.
To validate everything that she was
Wait,
doing. The
say
fact
that-
that he did not want to leave this woman. There's nothing you can say about her. He was with her for 24 years.
Okay,
So
24
women that
but things
abuse-
change
What do you
in
mean?
time.
So women
because we
that
was married for
abuse-
24 years.
Who
Should pay
asked
men?
for the divorce? Who put the divorce in court?
Which one?
She did.
It wasn't Dr. Dre. I'll
was
tell you
her.
that much. I don't even need to look and see.
Wait,
I
wait,
know
wait,
it
wait, hold
wasn't
up,
Dr. Dre, and I
okay,
can tell you
so-
why.
It was
Look,
her.
look, look. If it was her, then she should go out and make her own money.
With
But
that being
that's not
said,
the rules
he
in North.
still-
What is it, California? That's not the rules in
Even
California.
still, my
though.
point is he
it doesn't
never
matter
left
who
her.
wants to divorce.
It don't matter how he was feeling. What matters is he was content. That's what matters. She was the one with turmoil. She said I had enough.
Okay, if
24
she had
years is
enough,
what it
then
took.
go out and do your own thing.
She is going
Leave
out and
me
doing
and
her
my
own thing.
money
And she
alone.
needs her,
And
you know how
she's
we need
entitled to
Hold
all
on,
24
hold
years
on.
of that money.
Excuse
No.
me, I got a question for you. Do you deserve 40 acres and a mule? Because
That's
when you
totally- that's
how?
totally different from
How?
this.
How?
That's
How?
totally different.
How when America has become America and we are the ones that created it, but yet we ain't get no pay. We ain't get no
That-
payment for it.
that is
for the work that
totally
we put in.
different.
How?
That is totally
okay,
different.
because they were physically
Because-
in the field.
No.
She was
Who
physically
said,
at
who said-
home.
But who said she put in work?
She was.
This is what I'm trying to
married
understand.
him.
This is what I'm trying to
Drizzy,
get to. You
that
men are so
question-
misogynistic.
No. That
Why?
question that you're asking me right now, he married the woman and he did not divorce her. Even right now,
doesn't-
as we
He chose
speak,
that,
even
though.
right now as we speak, he's still not divorcing her. She's divorcing him.
Okay, so let her go out and make her own money.
No, what about the years she needs payment? What is she walking away with when they leave? Right? When
Wait.
he go to the right, he's gonna have everything that
He's
just worked
always
for
gonna be
in the
Dr.
past
Dre.
24
He's
years.
always gonna
She
be
did
Dr.
not acquire
Dre.
anything. I'm not.
So you mean to
saying-
tell me?
I'm not saying that she couldn't have went and did something
She
in
could
the past
have.
24
She
years.
could have. She could have
I'm
started a
saying,
business or whatever.
transpired. She got 24 years of her life that she gave to him. And
Exactly.
she needs payment right now.
What
We
she
need
needs
that.
payment for if she's
We
asking for
need that,
divorce?
Drizzy.
She's asking for divorce.
What do you?
though.
This is what I'm
Yes.
trying to understand.
You know what a divorce
like,
is?
Why
A divorce
do you keep
is, I
saying
just
she's
gave
not
you,
entitled
this is
to
a divorce.
this?
Let me break it down to him like this. I was married to you 24 years ago, and I thought that my life had
Not even
whatever.
that. I'm also a
24
billionaire, and this
so-
is the lifestyle
hold
that
on.
comes with
He
you
wasn't
being
a
married
He
to
wasn't a
me.
billionaire 24 years ago.
He was a millionaire.
He was.
but
Dre Beats made him a billionaire. She was there for all of that. You feel me?
She was there for all of
she's
that.
saying is to him is, baby, 24 years later, I'm not happy. And guess what? I ain't got shit to show for, it, but I put my work in. So I'm gonna leave with
So
something.
let me rephrase
Okay,
it.
so
Wait,
so
let me
what
rephr-
Dre's getting in return?
he's
Whatever,
Dr.
how many more
Dre.
billions
He's a
he have
legend.
left?
What does he
What you
need to
mean?
get
He
in
got rights to
return?
his music.
He got.
She's not asking for
He
rights
got
to his
beautiful
music.
children.
She's
He
not
got
asking for
beautiful
rights to the
children.
Beats
He has
contract.
beautiful children. He has
She's just
health.
saying-
He still has his legendary success.
I'm gonna say
Like,
this,
I don't
right?
understand.
So he don't get nothing.
What do
It's
you mean he
because
doesn't get anything?
he
I
got
don't
what he worked
understand.
for.
But
He
let
got
me-
the point
but-
that you're
I
trying to
get
make.
it.
Wait,
Hold on,
hold on. But let me,
And
let me,
she's getting
I got
what
a
she
question
worked
to
for,
ask. I
too.
got a question to
What's the
ask.
question?
So let me play devil's advocate because everyone is just assuming that she is just a perfect angel.
Yes.
That's not what we said.
No,
No,
but
we
let
did
me-
not say
no, but
that.
let-
She-
all right,
that's what you heard.
Let me finish.
Angel.
No,
We never
assuming.
said that.
That's what they heard.
No,
We never said
assuming.
that.
That's
No,
what they
no,
heard.
assuming,
I ain't
no.
assuming
Where
that.
we
But let me-
never assumed
No,
that.
but you were saying she held it
She could
down.
be the spawn of
You don't
Satan.
know that. No, but you.
She could have been cheating on him. What
But
I'm
did you
saying is,
before? No, before
he-
right now. Did you say any of the negative things she could have done? All you said was all
no.
positive.
But I
things.
also said
What
that
I'm
he
saying
didn't put
is-
in the divorce. That's why I didn't say nothing negative about
What
her.
I'm
because
saying-
I didn't say
But-
anything negative about her either.
But what if a woman decides to what if they get with that person and then they just decide after a certain time that they want to get a divorce?
Who, the woman or the man?
Yeah, the woman. And let's say the man is putting in all the work, doing everything he has to do, and she wants to put it in a divorce.
Nah,
Do
but-
you think? Wait. Do you think in that case she still deserves all that type of money?
10 years and better, yes.
Didn't
And she's
I-
not doing nothing?
Years.
Arthur, I literally
Hold
just
on.
said, no, pause. I literally just said she gave up her years of her life and
That
her
may not
time.
that may not
no,
be considered
that shit
giving
is
up.
valuable.
No.
You
No,
can
no, no,
never
no.
get back your
No,
years.
let me
No, she
finish. Let me
can't.
finish.
They forgot-
you're
You
not-
can't get back
you're
your
not
years.
You're not
10 years,
understanding what
if
I'm
you've been
you're
with
not-
that
They don't
person-
No,
understand. That's not important to them.
You're not
It's not
understanding
important
what
to
I'm
them.
saying.
If you've been
You're
there
not
10
understanding
years
what
or
I'm
more,
saying.
then
Hold
you're
on, y'all
entitled
talking
to
over
it.
They
each
don't
other.
get
No,
it.
no, you don't understand what I'm saying.
Y'all talking over
No,
each other.
listen. If the man is, women cheat too. Let's just put this into the reality. Let's just because we don't know the whole story behind the scenes, right? Let's just say, as the devil's advocate, let's say wanted to stay with her and work it out, but she cheated and got the divorce, and she was cheating on him for 24 years. Does she still deserve that just because they signed that paper?
Yes, I have a simple answer for that.
Barbie said being a wife is work.
I have a
But
simple
what if she
answer for
wasn't
that.
doing her wifely
It doesn't
duties?
matter. You want to know
How
why?
does it not
Hold
matter?
on.
Then
Can I
she's
say-
not doing
can
the
I
work
answer
then.
that?
She's not
Can I
doing the
answer
work
that?
then.
What
Can I
are
answer
wifely
that?
duties?
Tell me
What
because
are wifely
you just
duties?
said
Let
you
me
just
answer
said
that first
you
before she
just
tell
said
you what wifely duties
you just
are.
said
She
women
put
do a lot
in-
of work.
She put in the divorce. You know, me and you get into a fight. It don't matter who started it. If I call 911 first and I started the fight, you're getting arrested because I called 911. She put in for the divorce. So if he felt everything that he was feeling, he should have beat her to the court. That's what he should have did. But he didn't. So all of that is irrelevant.
So
he don't
even-
have an argument.
No, but I'm saying no. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about through the courts because we know it's honestly, if
Your
honestly
question
speaking,
was-
it's more favored for a woman right now. The court system. We got to admit that.
No,
so I'm
that's not true.
One of the viewers
That's
said
not
that. Hold
true.
on.
Not
One of the
realistic.
viewers said that
I
he had a
am
chef.
realistic.
I've
He
been
had a
through the court
chef.
system, and that's not true.
Dr. Dre had a chef.
Hold on.
So-
Let's listen to what you about to say.
Yeah, one of the viewers said that Dr. Dre had a chef, so I'm guessing maybe she didn't have to cook.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's talk
hold
about that.
up. And she
Okay.
probably have a driver, a butler.
So Dr. Dre had a chef. You're talking about wife is doing a lot of work.
And I'm sure they had a nanny, and I'm sure they had a nanny and stuff like that.
That's what we're saying. In a normal situation, the wife is the one taking the kids to school. The wife is the one getting up early cooking. The wife is the one washing on the clothes. If you have a nanny and if you have all this, you're not doing the same
But
thing
he
as a
created
typical.
that
It
life,
doesn't
though.
matter. I'm just saying.
Keyword,
I'm not
he
talking.
So
created
you
that
I'm
life.
not
agree that
talking
she
about
doesn't deserve all that money?
No.
as much as that. I'm not saying she deserves zero, but do you think he deserves exactly as much as she's getting and she's not doing?
So how do you
the-
equate the amount that she deserves?
Yeah.
Depending, just like you're saying, you just said being a wife is a lot of work. But what if you're not doing a lot of the work?
But that part right there don't
But
go
we're
hand in
talking
hand.
about
So why did you bring it up
legally,
about?
though.
Because
You brought it up.
He created that lifestyle.
And
At the
legally
end of the day,
also. And
what
legally.
you're asking me, right?
And
What you're
legally she's
asking me
entitled to
is
that
why
money.
is she entitled to it when
Legally.
she doesn't have to do anything? But she didn't ask for that though.
And
he
that's-
created
Wait, hold
that.
up, hold up. You-
So after creating
Hold up,
a
hold up.
lifestyle, you cannot turn around and say, "Oh,
How
you know
you gonna
what?"
say she didn't ask for that when she married the man?
Exactly. Say it again. Say that last
So
line
she
again.
asked- so
say
she
that
asked
last
for
line
that.
Say
again.
it how
She
you
asked
said it.
Say
for
that
it.
last
She
line
asked
again.
for it.
She married the man, so she married everything that came with that man,
Exactly.
including that lifestyle.
and-
My
wait,
question
wait,
is to
wait,
the man now.
No,
to the
but
man
she-
now. You
but look-
married this woman into your lifestyle.
Exactly.
Yes,
So how
but
dare
she's
you tell
choosing
her
to
she
leave.
can't?
She's choosing to leave.
Because she's unhappy.
So,
Which
but
she's
she's choosing to
entitled
leave.
to. That
should've-
is
he should've
legally.
never
So
ripped
let her
the
leave
prenup.
with her
That
bag.
is
He
Let
should've
her
never-
leave with her
he
bag.
should've never ripped
No,
the prenup up.
she should leave
I
with
agree
her
with that
bag.
part. I agree with
I
that
agree
part.
with that
I agree with
part.
that part.
I hear
He
everything
should have
that
never
y'all
ripped up the.
saying.
He
Shouldn't
should
have
have. He
ripped up
should have
the
never
prenup.
ripped up the prenup.
He
We know
did.
by law, you're right. We're not
She's
talking about
legally
just by
entitled
law.
to
We're
that
just
money.
talking. We're not talking
Legally.
Of course, by legally, there's a lot of things legally that are legal, but Just like
But if
with
you
us,
don't-
that might not be that's not fair, but it's legal. That's what this case. It's not, to me, might not be fair, but it's legal. But what I'm saying is yes, and that's why I said back before earlier. Most people, it's a better chance get with somebody that's in your own circle, because when you're in this situation, this is the kind of stuff that's going to happen. I'm sorry, whether it sounds fair or not.
You can't really put a price value on what someone deserves.
Another man said she can get that money, but not that much.
That's what I said.
I
That's
don't
what
get
we saying.
why
You cannot put a price value on
You
what someone
can't.
deserves.
You
What you
cannot
can is
put a
put a
price
price
val-
value on their lifestyle.
Exactly.
And that's what the judge did. And that's
exactly.
a lifestyle that he created.
legally. So I don't understand why you
Legally,
men
no, we
feel
understand.
like she's
We
not
agree.
entitled to that
So
money.
you can't make that comment
Legally,
and say she's not entitled to
to
that
all
amount
of
of
it.
money.
No, I
all
just-
of it.
I just
because
still have
you
my
can't
opinion.
say what she deserves.
I can
You
still have my
can't say
opinion
what
about
she
an
it.
opinion is an
deserves.
opinion, but
Exactly.
3.5 to me, 3.5 ain't enough.
Compared to all the money that he makes,
I feel like she
Well,
deserves
we don't know.
more.
Well, we don't.
I don't know
well,
about that. I feel like
we don't
she's,
know.
She's,
I deserve every.
But how
I
do
feel
you
like
know-
every woman deserves.
But how do you
more.
know what she? But why? Just because she's a woman in the
Because
relationship?
you're a
no,
woman.
because that's the
Absolutely.
lifestyle. Her
That's not.
husband
That's
Absolutely.
no, no. See,
Say
now
it
that's
again.
irrelevant.
Crazy.
Because we are women. I'm not
That's-
talking about for women that are less of a woman because they got men that's less of a man.
How do we know if she
I'm
is or
talking
not?
about a woman.
You don't
What's
know
a
her.
Real
Do you
woman?
know her?
Like a real man?
Do you know what a real? Do you know if she was a real woman?
I think we're
I
really
ain't
missing the
talking about-
You
point.
can't assume that.
I'm not talking about her.
That's
Judy,
what
you've been
well,
real
that's what
quiet.
we're talking about.
Hold on, wait.
Wait,
We
you
don't
got
know her
another
character.
question?
What's the other guy? P.J. Washington?
Yeah.
Oh, let's
She
go.
don't
Let's go
deserve
to the
that.
next
Wait, hold on.
subject.
Wait, hold on real quick. A viewer said 24 years, nothing for herself, done nothing for herself, all that money. Gucci Man went to jail, came out, and his wife built a profit.
She flipped it.
She will deserve that if they got a divorce. I guess. I don't
She
know.
deserved more than that, actually. He gave her $1 million and she flipped it. Keisha Kayor. Let me tell you about Keisha
Yeah, with
Kayor,
Gucci,
right?
when Gucci
Keisha
Man-
Kayor.
Wait.
Yeah.
We know that story. Let's go to the next
What
subject.
story? You know,
We're changing subjects, y'all. Everybody's heated on this.
Yeah.
one.
Well, it's gonna get heated a little bit after this because we got another one coming up. But this is just this topic is just something. This little just is cute, but we only gonna stick on it
So
for a couple
basically,
minutes.
we can all agree that the men feel like she definitely doesn't deserve all that money, and the women feel like she's
Yeah.
entitled to what she's legally entitled to.
Well, that's nothing surprising about that. But so the next topic, I'm only gonna
Very
introduce it,
misogynistic.
and then I will let him go ahead
I'm
and
scared. What's the next one?
this next topic is. Have you,
Next
I'm
topic,
kind of afraid
guys.
to talk about
I'm
it, but
scared.
Let's go with it. Let's go.
have
with
you? I'm assuming everybody here knows who Robin is, right? Robin, the sidekick of Batman. I'm sure everybody knows who that
it.
is.
Found out why he's a sidekick.
And I've
I don't want to laugh.
I've always Robin. I remember Robin in the 1940s, right? And
Tell us what you
he's a little
remember,
bit
Art.
different than it, and he's kind of progressed over the years. And but there's always been questionable feelings about him, just based off of how he dressed and what he wore, and maybe some of that's coming to the limelight. Dritty, do you have any comments
Why was
about
it questionable?
Robin? I just.
Oh yeah, you guys, we're
talking.
talking about Batman and Robin Hood.
Yes, has anything happened to Robin recently that
Yeah, we all found out Robin is bisexual, I believe.
After almost
Yeah.
200 years.
What is
Robin
that?
comes out the
Marvel, right?
closet.
Batman and Robin is part of Marvel.
Oh, no,
time.
Marvel don't do stuff like that.
So it's just
DC,
Marvel,
Wait, this is-
I believe, create characters. They don't turn the characters that they already have gay. They create a gay character or a bisexual character.
Okay, so
Yeah.
So
what
this is DC.
This is DC.
DC Comics,
Okay.
yeah.
DC,
DC
Comics
is trying to take
decided
a character,
to turn
yes, and
Robin
turn them
Hood
bisexual.
bisexual.
Which I disagree with. I think they should create a bisexual character and
They should
run with
so
that.
they should just
Yeah,
create
a
a
whole
bisexual
separate-
Yeah,
character
that's what-
Thank you,
instead of
Biddy.
having
You're so
an
smart.
original character come
Yeah, so
out.
that's like
Don't
Why you
turn
coming out?
nobody. Yeah.
Okay.
Create a whole new storyline.
Okay, create a whole new storyline for a
Batty
different
and
character.
Robbie. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Robbie and Batty. I don't
or
know.
maybe he like created where he had a son in
And
the
he's
future
gay or
and
something,
he
right.
bisexual gay, and that would have been cool.
But why you want to rewrite history? And that's basically the only thing I have to say about it, though. Like, they're blurring so much lines that I'm almost afraid because I think about the kids. Because when it comes to cartoons, it's like, who really watches cartoons? Our kids, you know? So when it comes to that, it's like, at what point do you not include sexuality?
Robin has always been like underrated. You know what I'm saying? He's always been a sidekick. Now he's undercover. So it's
Also, a
different.
viewer said that listen, She's a former comic book geek, and Batman and Robin always been lovers, and that's why Catwoman tried to kill him.
Really?
I guess because she was cheating with. I mean, he was.
Okay,
cheating.
but I have a question for that.
So she's saying Batman's bisexual too?
No. But is that
I
something
guess
that
so,
was
if that's the
speculated
case.
based off of behavior between Batman and Robin, or is that something that was actually said?
Yeah.
in the
So
comics?
was
'Cause
that
that's what I wanna
speculated?
know.
Is that a speculation,
Is that
or
like
is
an
that
individual perception?
or is that what they really actually wrote into the
storyline?
The storyline, yeah.
I'm glad I'm part of Team Marvel.
K Chocolate, which is my brother, said they shouldn't have done Robin like that.
No,
But-
they shouldn't have. No, they
I mean-
shouldn't have. That's just wrong.
You know, yeah, because I remember Robin from the 40s, you know, and like I said,
I have never looked at Batman and Robin, Fred Flintstone, none of these characters and ever
I
wondered
always
who they
like,
was
I
with.
always like Robin was sneaky. He was like clever, but he always figured out. And then
Even
when the Riddler came along, he always figured out the riddles and all that stuff like that.
Barbie said Robin always been gay.
remember Robin Hood Men in Tights? I thought that show would have been gay, but it's not even gay. Like, you know, it's just regular funny stuff. But
Well, it is what it is.
whatever,
Well,
just
we
stay away
wanted-
from
we
the
wanted-
kids.
We wanted
That's
to
all I
jump
want
into
to
that.
say.
Yeah, I agree with that. Just, you know,
Okay.
now
Stay away from the
we just
kids.
wanted to touch on that because that came up. But we're going to jump into another topic. We've been talking about this. What is a high value man or high value woman? Like what do you feel that
What's the
actually is?
textbook term to a
Well,
high value
or
man, a
your-
high value woman,
or
Kevin Samuels term?
well, Kevin Samuels
to
has
a
his
high value man.
Kevin
or a high
Samuels has
value woman.
his-
Should have said Kevin Bleep.
Kevin
Yeah,
Samuels.
Kevin-
The advertisement.
He has his own version of what it is, and then there's more like a
There
textbook.
is no
I wanna
own
know what
version.
version
There
is
is an
Kevin
actual
Samuels.
definition for a high value woman and a high value man.
My bad,
There
Kevin
is a actual definition for it. And it's
Do you-
definitely not what any of the red pill society keeps pushing.
I know Kevin Kevin
Kevin Samuels
Samuels.
is part of the red pill.
Kevin Samuels
Men
is
that hate
more.
women.
Kevin Samuels is more off of a financial
I wish you would stop saying that name.
type of a way. He looks at it as more of a financial way. So
Can
he's
we just say
basically saying,
KS? I
You
really
you know,
hate
well, I
his
want,
name.
well, you know, people want to know who he is. So I'm not KS is. You know, I'm not gonna say that. But we might have him on the show at some point. So I'm gonna say
would.
Kevin Samuels. You never know. So that'll be interesting. But anyway, to me, from what I heard from Kevin Samuels, he says basically like a man that's earning at least $10,000 a month is considered a high value man. He's not talking about the personality as much.
A
He's
high
just talking
value
about if
man
that's
doesn't
his,
have anything to
So
do with
he's
his
talking about-
finances, and a high value woman has absolutely nothing to do with her finances as well. He made all that stuff up.
And
Yeah,
the
and I'm not
percentage
saying
of
it's a-
people that make
Wait, hold
over
on, hold on.
$10,000 a month
Where you
is
got
what?
this definition from?
Google it.
I have a percentage.
So you got it from
I have a
Google?
question.
Google it.
You got it from Google.
Do research on it.
Wait. You got it from Google.
Go to your search engine on your
No,
phone
I'm-
and search up the definition of a high value woman and a high value
Who
man.
came up with that
Go
definition?
to the
Who
library
came up with that
and do
definition?
research on it,
Who
and it'll
came
tell
up with
you
it?
what it is.
Who came up with it?
Google who came up with it.
I don't know. To me,
There
all
you
right.
go.
Let's say this. I don't think that there's really for something like that. I don't think there's really an actual, real, like tangible definition. It's just a lot of stuff that people came up with
Thank
and
you.
opinions. To be honest, because when you say what's a high value man and high value woman, it's all based off of your version of what you think it is. Because whatever level
What
you're
is, what's
on,
value to you.
whatever level you're on, your value is going to change.
One of the viewers, J Mills
I'll say
88,
this.
says Kevin has never had a real woman. So yeah.
I'll say this. What you just said is true, Art, as far as the different level you're on, your values will change, but certain things remain the same.
your
Certain
your
things
standards.
that money can't buy, that's what I look at as value. Anything that money can buy is not valuable.
Thank you. And that's what a
Understand?
high value woman and a high value man
Right.
means.
And
It has
really
nothing to do with your finances.
pockets, because
absolutely nothing to do with
you
your
can have
finances.
$1 million and can't get happiness, can't get
But-
joy, can't get love, can't get peace of mind.
Or you're just a dickhead.
can't get
You're
a
not
lot of
valuable at
things.
all.
So I think when it comes to value, you should look more at the character and the
that's
integrity.
the original definition.
No, I
That's
agree with that. I
So-
agree with that if nothing costs anything. I agree that you need those things. I 100% agree that should come with it, but you have to have finances in order to make that
Just
work.
because something is expensive don't mean it's good
Arthur,
quality.
I'm sorry,
No,
you
I'm
can
saying-
buy
you can buy-
fixation on like financing.
No,
like
no,
a woman
he can
has
buy
to
an
have a
No, I
certain
didn't say
amount
women.
of money.
No, I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about
But
as a
you're saying
man.
men need to be with women that are in their financial bracket.
I'm talking
You
about
can pay
men
a lot
on that.
for furniture.
I'm talking
and-
about men on that level because they typically get used. How many times have people had a baby just to
Hey,
look
Dre
and
find-
for no
People
reason
had a
Finding out right
baby
now.
on
just,
purpose?
People
No, I'm
had a
saying that-
baby on purpose.
People
I
have a
didn't
baby
know that
because-
women can just secretly.
No. What I'm
Oh,
saying,
let me get this baby right here in my stomach.
No,
It
listen,
takes
let me-
two.
Let me explain
It takes
Let me
And it
two.
takes
explain
a man to put
They've
his
got it.
unprotected
You
penis
men
inside
are
of
the
a
ones
woman.
that bust in her
Exactly.
But let me
without
explain.
condom.
Yes, but let me explain to
You
you
should
what
have
I'm
thought
saying.
about that when you was
Because
coming.
I can't get myself
No,
pregnant
let me
unless a
explain.
man gets me pregnant.
Yes, but they
so
got-
a woman
they-
doesn't go out and try to get a baby from
A
somebody.
woman can't say, "Oh, my egg is fertilized."
They don't. They've got no.
No,
what-
If you
can't
don't,
fertilize
if you
her
don't
egg.
fuck her, she's not gonna get pregnant.
Let's go. Go.
What I'm saying is they have gotten with naive men. Is what I'm saying. Naive men.
That they-
and those-
Naive men or thirsty men?
That's the same. It goes all together. Naive, thirsty, whatever. Those types of men will smash anybody, and they're not with those women anymore. That's my point. So obviously, it was a quick situation, and now since they had a kid, they're paid for the rest of their life because
What
they
about-
had a kid. We know some women, not all, but some women do that, and they prey on those type of dudes that are naive and young and dumb.
Matter of fact,
That happens. You can't deny that. That
didn't that
doesn't
just happen to a basketball player?
It has.
Which one?
That player I forget his name, but
Isn't he like 22 or
PJ
something like that?
Washington.
23?
yeah, PJ Washington or whatever. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
We know that it happens to some dudes. What I'm saying is,
Nah,
and-
he's
and
just
she-
straight up stupid. It's a whole video with this lady.
I just
saying,
said that men. There are some men that naive, and the woman, she was on
Oh,
video,
and who's the lady?
I don't even remember her name. I just know
Oh,
she
damn.
finessed
but
him.
she was
What
on. But she was on video saying what she was going to do. She's like, "Oh, all you got to do is sleep with a basketball player." You don't think a lot more women think like
She
that?
said more than that. She said they're dumb. Like,
That's didn't I just say that?
But
Didn't I just say
okay,
that?
but it still goes back to you have the penis, you have the sperm.
Those men-
You have to release it into the vagina.
No, that's
and
not-
then women don't just get pregnant like that. It takes a while sometimes for girls to get
he never
pregnant.
had a real nigga in his life. He never had an OG to sit
Exactly.
him down and tell him who a real woman is.
That's
and-
my
Because
point.
women don't
He ain't no
ovulate
guidance.
24/7. We don't ovulate
Listen.
24/7.
Yeah, but they probably. But I'm sure it doesn't happen on the first time that they messed
Thank
around.
you.
That's my
So
point.
you've been fucking
The
this
guy
bitch for
is-
a minute raw.
Those are naive.
And busting in her.
Those are naive men. That's my point.
No, but it brings me back to what we was talking about the
why
last
you,
show.
So then why would you be upset if she
That's why
takes
I
all
said-
his money?
No, did you? No, let's go back to what I said before.
Okay.
I said that's why in those cases, those men need to deal with types of women that are in a similar type of situation because they have something to lose. They're not
Maybe
going to
she
do
had
that.
all of that
But
though.
not
Maybe
even
she
that.
has money.
So-
What do you
No,
know about
but
this
hold
girl?
on.
she don't have money.
No.
But
No,
wait,
she
but
doesn't.
hold
What
on,
does she
pause,
do?
No, she
pause.
doesn't.
But
No, she
why do men
She sleep with different
why do men that are
athletes.
in that
So
certain
they're
bracket that you
superhead,
keep
and
talking
look what
about
superhead got.
seek out women that are lesser than them? Because that's what it always seems like men are marrying women that are lesser than them, especially when it comes to finances. Why do you men do that?
Those men are because they're taught from
It's
society.
a lot of men. It's a good
yes,
percentage of
because they're
men.
taught from society that they are the provider. So they don't look at the woman's financial status. That's why they do that. What I'm saying is when you're on that high of a level, listen, and this is what I'm trying to say. If I made 40 million, I'm not saying you have to make 40 million. I'm saying, but you should be well off. If you're even if you're making 10 million and I'm making 40 million, your mindset is still different than if you're making 10,000 or 20,000. Okay, you're used to being around people that make money, and you have something to lose as well. You're building a brand, so you're not going to be sitting there just trying to finesse everybody. When you have a brand, when you're famous, you don't want to sit there and be in the limelight getting dragged through the mud like these no-name girls. They're using that.
He said no name.
They're
girl.
using
But-
that for publicity, and that gets them famous. These women are already famous. That's why I brought up Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter was one of the smartest men that he dealt with women that was already on a high level
about-
financially. I'm not talking about we don't know personality. I'm talking about financially. No scandals, no nothing. He got married after 40 years old.
Okay, one of our viewers, Barbie, said that her name is Brittany and she's a model and she does have her own money.
Okay, Bobby, with the receipts, Bobby.
Thank you, Barbie.
said what
Bobby, I love you, Bobby.
Her name is Brittany.
With the
She's a
receipts.
model and she does have
She
her
had
own
to
money.
have money. You want to know why? Because PJ wouldn't have been interested in her if she didn't have money. She ain't a girl off the street.
Yeah, she's a model, and
Why wouldn't even? How many athletes deal with people that women that don't have money? That happens all the time. All the
Had
time.
money though. She didn't have as much money as PJ, but she got money.
No, but I'm saying, but still, to try to finesse him means he didn't have as much as
She
him.
didn't. No. She didn't finesse him
What
because
was-
she ain't have much
what
as
did-
him.
what did
She
her
secured
video-
another bag.
what did her
you
video
talking
say?
about?
What did her
she
video
got
say?
2 jobs.
What did her
now.
video say?
Collect his money and do her modeling. That's
That's
what
the
she
type-
do.
that
and be
means-
a mom.
And
And
be
be
a
a
mom.
mom. She got 3 jobs.
That's what I'm saying. Women that are
Make
on
sure that check come every month. And she didn't. She wasn't
and
poor.
What? No, I'm not saying poor, but I'm saying
She was
listen,
a high value woman because she had more than 10,000
Well,
a
that-
month. She was making more than 10,000. She make 10,000 a show.
Financially, if you wanna talk
she
about
makes
that.
10,000 a show.
Well,
if
that's
she's
what
a
Kevin
model.
Samuel. That's not my. I don't have a definition, but Kevin Samuel says that. Kevin Samuel says that
She
10,000 for a
finessed
man.
them. Listen, if Future is out here keep having 15 babies, this is gonna be the new wave. Y'all better
Yeah,
tighten
but they're
up.
dumb. That's what I'm saying.
Tighten up.
I'm not sitting there co-signing with the dudes.
Everybody
they're
gonna
dumb.
get PJ Washington.
Dudes that's doing that stupid.
That's gonna be that's the new.
But
term.
what did I?
Oh, you got PJ.
But what did
you
I
got
say?
First it was Mary's husband.
But what did I say in our comments? If I was on that type of level, I would date different people. When I'm talking
can't
about take
call it,
people,
though.
huh?
You can't call it.
Yes, you can.
So
She
you're
got
telling
money.
the younger guys that are listening, or men, whoever that are listening right now, you're telling them that if they do come into that type of fortune,
Put their money
that
in their
they
mom's
should
name.
put their money in their mom's
You have to
name.
be.
No.
You have to be careful.
Everybody. Go
Just
ahead,
be
Ron.
broke.
Like
through the
if it
whole
was my
relationship.
like,
Don't have
let's
no-
say if it was my son, and he became a professional athlete or a actor or something like that, and he was making a certain type of money,
Put the
I
money
would
in your
tell
name.
him to be very careful about the type of women that you're dealing with. They're going to be coming left and right trying to get you for your money. So it's better. Obviously, you want them to be well-rounded. I'm not just talking about financially. I'm talking about you want the whole everything.
Now you gonna
But
let him
it's a
watch it
better
about
chance that unless you met that woman before you got to that level and that's your college sweetheart or something like that, that's different. Stay with her, ride it out. But if she's getting with you after you're already on that level and now she's all, you don't know which one is legit
He
at
might
that
miss
point.
out
He's
on the
getting
one
with
listening
you.
to you.
Wait,
though,
hold
right?
on. You said
you know, he
she's
might
getting
actually
with
miss
you.
out.
Maybe he was the one that wanted to be with her. What do you mean she's
This is
getting
what I'm
with
saying.
you?
He might miss out on the one for him because he's so guarded because his daddy just told him what.
Everybody has to be women are guarded too
No,
when,
no.
when men
You know what
choose
you
you.
should teach
Are
a
you
kid?
not
do
guarded?
things because I'm guarded, but I don't do nothing that I don't want to do. So with that being said, do things without regrets. That's the only thing you can do to save your child. That's the only thing we can do. Because at
Listen.
the end of the day, it's inevitable. Whether you got money, don't have money. That's where I was going with this. When you got
You
money,
still
don't
gotta,
have money.
what I'm saying is just
It's inevitable.
the kid is gonna make their choice, but you still have to tell them. You just don't let them just be reckless and end up like PJ Washington or whatever.
Yeah.
You gotta be. You
but
tell
you gotta
them.
show them.
Of course, that's what I'm
signs.
saying. You of course, and you keep their mind. You know, you're gonna use your own intuition and figure it out. Like I said, if somebody happens to be that rare person that's different, yes, that can happen. But that's the needle in the haystack. We know that's a
No,
needle in the haystack
everybody's
type of person.
guarded.
So you got to be guarded. Of course, you better be guarded.
Everybody's guarded.
If
That's
you're a
why
professional
everybody is
athlete
so
making
like-
that type of money, and you're telling them not to be guarded, that's bad.
No.
That's,
How about
better
you tell
not tell them that.
athletes stop doing certain shit? You don't have to be guarded if you just stop.
I
doing
just
certain
love how misogynistic you guys are
He is
today.
very
Who?
right.
How's
You
that
women are
misogynistic?
the ones that
Absolutely.
try to
You
get the
got all the
babies.
blame, right?
You are
Just
trying to
do-
get
don't
all the
do
money
certain-
when you
don't
divorce
put your
us.
penis inside
You
of women.
women are just so
Listen.
evil.
Y'all
How
missed the
about-
part that I said
Can I
that
ask a
these men are
question?
so stupid for doing this stuff.
Oh
like
my
that.
god!
Y'all missed that part.
It's just crazy. It's just all our fault.
No. Did
No, I heard you. I heard you.
Yeah, you heard me. No, I go back. No.
But-
I-
Judy's not saying anything. I don't
just
know what's
laughing
going
at
on.
us.
She didn't hear the part I said about
chilling.
the men for being stupid dealing with
Yeah.
certain type of people. I'm not sitting here saying about it's all women's fault.
That's
no.
how he ended up going
No.
into the story about his son, telling his son to be mindful. But you can't
You
do
can't.
because you want to do it. If you spending money, spend it because you want to spend.
Because
it.
I'm
You
not
get
gonna
into a
lie.
Situation, make sure that situation is everything.
You got to
that
be
want it
smart
be
these
to
days,
see.
especially.
Yeah.
No, you have to be clear.
different.
You have to let Shorty know. Look, this is what I'm here for. If you ain't here for this, don't expect this from me. Don't give yourself too. That's what I tell single people. If you ain't
And make
married,
them
don't
sign a
give yourself to
contract.
people.
And make them sign a
no,
contract.
just
Yeah.
don't give yourself.
Yeah, and you
No,
can't be
make
smashing
it
every.
not until you
You can't be smashing everything
I'm
left
on
and
with
right
Drake.
because it's available to
I'm
you. Because
sorry.
of course it's
I'm
going to
on
be
the same
available to
page
you.
Drake
men
is
do.
on.
If it's
You
available
That's why
smash
you tell.
everything
That's why you
left
tell them
and
not
right.
to do it. If you're on that, it's worse. You got more to lose
No,
at
they
that
should do
point.
what Drake do. Make them sign a contract.
I'm dead.
Yeah,
In the
or-
discussion, sign a
Do what
contract.
Drake probably
did
won't
he
have a
just
wife
say
for a long
do
time.
what Drake
It don't
do?
matter. He
What
don't
you
have
mean
that.
it don't
He don't have
matter?
to have
Never
a
make
wife
them
for a
sign
long
a
time.
contract.
Everybody needs somebody. I don't care.
Yeah,
Well,
but
let me-
no,
let me-
I did not say that. But
What
at the
did you
same time, when
say?
you get married, that doesn't mean you're gonna be with that person for the rest of your life.
That's what it's supposed to
That's
be.
what it's supposed.
Wait, hold up,
That's
hold
not
up,
what
hold
you
up.
turned it into. But
Hold
that's
up,
what
no,
it's supposed
no.
to mean. That's what it means when you marry.
That's what it means when you marry, but that's not the way the
It's
world
been,
works. That's not
yeah.
the way people works.
Yeah, I like
If
that.
I'm with somebody,
Ooh, I like that. Drew.
think about it. If I'm with somebody and I love them, 15 years later, I might still love them, but we grew apart from each other.
No. That's on y'all. You shouldn't have took 15 years. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
No,
to
I'm
cut you
saying
off.
like if it's like I still love the person, but like
That's on who?
we two different people.
That's on y'all. 15 years it took y'all to fall out of. First of all, you don't fall out of love. People get married for whatever reason. That's why 15 years happened and they not in love no more.
No, I ain't say like we ain't in
You
love.
can't
Like
change that. You can't change that
no,
much.
I still love the person, but at the same time, we grew apart from each other.
I
Now it's
disagree.
time for-
How did
I
you go
disagree.
apart?
Over
How?
15 years, you could change a lot.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you
You can change.
If you got married young,
It doesn't mean I don't love
At, like,
that
you.
was
21
the key.
years
That was
old.
the key. That was the
yeah,
key.
but that could happen. If you get married at like 22 years old,
No. But there's still certain things in that person that doesn't change.
no, yes, but you can still
That's-
change a lot. But there's other
You
things that
change,
could,
of course, you
yeah.
change
So you
every
can
day.
change. It doesn't
But-
mean 100% change, but
But the
there could be a
things
lot of
that
changes.
don't change is what's key. What's important.
But you don't know
Yeah,
what.
but I
Depends
still
on.
love- I
but
still
those
love
things that
that
are important
person.
can
I
change
still
too.
love that
I think
person.
I
can't
agree
be
with
that
myself.
person.
No, I'm gonna
I
use
think I
myself.
agree. Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
agree
use
with
myself
you, 'cause
as an
people can
example.
change.
People
They
can change.
But what I'm saying is certain traits don't change, and that's who they still carry. For example, I'm gonna use myself. I got married at 21, and when I married my ex-husband, he was a cool dude, amazing. As the years progressed, I realized how selfish he was. You understand? Things that I've always seen. I'll be lying to you if I say I didn't see it from the beginning, but I didn't know that that's what it was. So this is what I mean by 15 years later, they end up being a different person, but you saw something in them that knew they was capable of becoming that person. That's what I'm saying.
But some, like you said, but you're not. It's a lot of things that's going to blind that at those times. You might
Yeah.
not see everything. You know what I'm saying? But at those times, you might not see everything. Things can change. And 15 years is a long time, so things
It
can
is.
change. People, you may have kids at that time, and now that you might not have time to deal with that person the way you used to when you were just you and that. You and that spouse. So there's a lot of things that can change over 15 years. You may be
That's a good
working
topic
more.
for the next
You may have
time.
a different career. Your career could have changed, which has caused you to change that you didn't see in them before. 15 years, a lot could happen. So if your career changes, what if you're traveling more now? What if you're not home? What if you're in hotel?
And you start fucking a different bitch behind
There's
her
so
back.
But
many
that's what I'm
things.
saying.
There's so many things that can happen.
That was always in you.
Right.
Where did
We
that
about
come
to wrap
from?
that
That
up.
don't just.
We about to
You know.
wrap up.
We gotta
We're
talk
gonna
about
keep
that
for
the next show.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's- we
so-
should talk
And y'all
about
welcome that I
relationships.
keep coming up with new topics.
What?
He wants that credit for those topics.
He
there.
wants credit for everything.
He wants
Everything.
that credit.
ReadyDesigns.net.
But yeah, we
What's real?
Yeah, we got definitely gonna wrap it up. Say it again.
What's real TV? Make sure y'all tune in.
You said Dritty.net.
Yeah, but keep on.
All right. Me,
Judy dot
Smooth
net
Operator
dot
1982.
Smooth operator.
And make sure y'all follow also What's Real Television. What's Real Television. Make sure y'all follow that as well to get some content. Y'all can follow the Facebook page as well. On my Facebook page, Arthur Riley. You can follow that. We were streaming it live on there, so hopefully y'all were watching on there too. And
they could demon youth.
Yeah.
Be a guest.
And what's your handles there?
Yes, make sure you guys do follow What's Real Television. I keep telling y'all that. Make sure y'all follow, y'all tune in, make sure y'all support and everything. And I go by the name of Lori Roselle. You can follow me at Real Lori Roselle and Kita.
Ooh, Kita. Forever chosen. See y'all later.
All right, and real quick, we also are planning on doing something different as well. So if anybody's interested, we're trying to get into doing skits and sketches and parodies of different topics that we're talking about.
Nice.
So yeah, we want to do that. We want to use some people if anybody's interested, any ladies, any fellas.
Definitely.
What
that's interested in
locations?
doing
Because,
that.
we're all from
And
different
we're in the
parts of New York.
We're in the tri-state area, so anybody in the tri-state area, basically.
Not Long Island. Sorry, y'all.
Well, even Long Island, it's still a part of New York. You know what I'm
Tri-state
saying?
is Jersey too.
Just
Philly,
just
Connecticut.
DM me, Smooth Operator 1982 if you're interested in doing that. And that's it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow the YouTube page, the IG page. Just remember, it's not about perfection. It's about what's real. And we're out.
That was good.
That's a wrap.
That was really